Welcome to another episode of the Nerd Blast. We're here today.
Yeah, we just had a big release for the PS4 this past Friday. God of War.
God of War dropped on 420, and we've been playing this game for since I think it was PS2.
It came out in for the PS2 with the first one, and then we had the second one also for the same system, and then the third one came out for the PS3, I think.
Yeah, the one came out for the PS3. They had a bunch of remastered versions. They had collections, spin-offs, collections. They even had one for PSP, I think, too, right? At one point,
the spin-off.
One point they had one.
We had Ascension and
for PlayStation Portable.
Yeah.
And this game has been going down for generations, and the fact that it's back and it's stronger than ever is a big deal because so you've been playing it, right?
Yeah, I've been playing it for the past 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
The gameplay of it's a little different than the previous games.
Yeah, it's definitely a little different. Like, we're using the back buttons way more than box and triangle and all that other stuff.
Yeah. And
the combos are really great. Combos are really good. How far did you get?
I didn't get too far. I'm still on the I think I'm on the second boss right now.
Did you fight the man god first?
Yeah, the man god. Yeah.
Are you just past that, or you?
Yeah, I just got past that.
You got past that part?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first 30 minutes of the game is basically everything you see. I'm not gonna spoil everything, but everything you see in the commercials. So when you see the serpent, when you see the mom passing away, when you see your first enemies and he rips them apart with his bare hands, and anything that was advertised in the first 30 minutes, and that's all of that is just basically the warm up, which is something I'm really excited about, because when they get it out the way in the beginning, that means that the rest of the game is going to be epic, and the rest of the game is going to be you don't know what's going to happen next now. Everything, even the little blue guy that sometimes you saw in the commercials, you see him early on in the game, and it's going to be so good.
Yeah, and the style of it is different because you remember in the past games, you have dual wielding blades.
Yeah, and all the games, the weapons definitely changed. The axe.
Yeah, now you have the magical axe, which kind of changes the fighting style.
Which is, I really like the axe actually, because it brings in more close combat, fighting.
Yeah.
Instead of far away. Far away is cool, but with the graphics and everything zoomed in, and you just going toe to toe with somebody.
That's another thing.
It's so much fun. And it's fun to look at too.
That's actually another thing I wanted to say, because the camera is now it's third person, but it's over your shoulder basically.
Right, it's over your shoulder.
Which is,
it's like a movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're playing
like a movie screenshot.
You're exactly like in a movie. It's the cinematics is a whole lot different from the previous games.
Some of the previous games, they had a lot of different views.
Yeah,
a lot of it was from from the side. Some of it was over the top.
Yeah,
I had over the top view. Some of it was backwards, Crash Bandicoot type of type of whatever. And that's because it was on the PS2. It was limited. We didn't have the whole 360 thing, going on.
Yeah.
Maybe not during the God of War games anyway. You didn't really have the full you could turn around and go like this, unless you were fighting a boss.
Yeah.
Other than that, if you were going through levels, it was always different views and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this one is straight off the back shoulder and.
Yeah, I like that the game utilizes everything that the PS4 is made for.
Yes.
With the shots and the graphics.
Yeah.
The gameplay. It's like you're playing.
The story's good.
Yeah, it's like you're playing a whole new game.
Yeah.
Even though it's still
God of War.
God of War.
Hands down, definitely.
Yeah.
And the violence is still the same. It's still as violent as ever. I got maybe an hour or maybe an hour or two in.
Yeah.
And so far it's so good between the upgrades. And I was actually afraid that the kid was gonna be a little useless.
Oh, Altruist,
because I saw some videos or whatever, and he was just throwing arrows. But no, you get to upgrade the kid, and he becomes he really becomes a man through the journey. He gets like more and more like less afraid of the enemies,
Yeah.
and he actually like goes toe to toe with them also. Like puts them in a headlock, he throws them around, and he's really going in.
I've been using him a lot in my battles because like say that I get stuck like with like a bunch of enemies.
Right.
I would use him to
finish him off.
Yeah, exactly. To finish
Yeah.
him off, like in close proximity, I could just like shoot my way through.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely helpful. I'm
Yeah.
glad that they like made him really useful.
Yeah.
And that's definitely one of the great parts about it. But the game overall, so far so good. I'm expecting high things for this game. They got like a crazy rating.
It's gotten a lot of high
like
marks.
9.7s
Yeah.
and 9.5s and perfect 10s, and it's like, yo.
They're saying that this is like one of the best games for the system right now.
Yes, and I've been itching for a one-player game too, like a extended one-player game.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like previously, I remember in Ascension, they added a multiplayer element to the game too, and at the same time, you kind of move away from the single player experience. You know, with all these multiplayer games that's been coming out.
Everybody's been jumping to multiplayer. Nobody plays single player stuff anymore, and I'm glad that it doesn't have like they try to push a multiplayer thing in there where everybody's creating their own Kratos and stuff like that. Like they still sticking to like the one player thing, and I love how it's shot too, because it's shot in one shot. There's no cuts.
Yeah, there's no cuts.
There's absolutely no cuts.
It's like a continuous one shot.
And like you see things coming in frame, things leaving out of frame. A lot of close up, a lot of zoom outs, and all this other stuff. And like I think it's very creative.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
To the developers to be able to keep the action like focused rather than like going
definitely
into like shifting it away, but just focusing on the combat itself.
I'm also glad that they didn't reveal too many bosses and too many enemies in the commercials.
Yeah,
like they stuck to just
there was
just
still
the beginning.
a lot that I didn't see in the commercials that
Right.
I got to see in the game, because you forget that we're dealing with a whole new mythology now, because the Greek gods are dead, like,
right?
they're gone. So in this new game now you're dealing with the Norse mythology,
right?
The Norse gods like Odin, Loki,
Thor.
Yeah,
Thor, Loki. It's definitely interesting, and I know everybody's playing it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about it?
I mean, like the combat system itself is a delight to see, but I
combat
think
system is so good. So good.
But I think for me it would have to be the design, the world design, like how it's all like you could just take it in. The waterfalls, the tall mountains that
the scenery is definitely
like
no
the
joke.
details is so specific. Like it's like they left no stone unturned. It's like they really wanted this to be like a cinematic experience.
Yeah, and it definitely is. It definitely is a cinematic experience. I think my favorite part is the enemies, because when you're playing these one-player games, sometimes you don't want the enemies to be too easy. So like sometimes they have like combination attacks, and they're not just swinging at you like aimlessly. Like they're actually doing combos, and they have like group attacks and everything that you can dodge, and like the bosses are really good. And it's like, yeah, man, I'm just surprised because it surprises you because you really don't know what's coming up next. All you saw in the commercials was the first couple of enemies that you fought with the lava and everything.
Exactly.
Now you're fighting these White Walkers or whatever, and now you're fighting these other guys and these flying things, and then random bosses appear, and I love the you can go off and explore somewhere and like find secret chests and all that other stuff and do these like little puzzles and everything. I haven't played a one-player game in a long time, man. This is like it's the one-player game you should be playing right now, like.
Because
so
if you are a fan of God of War and you do want to you're itching to get back into that world, then I would say definitely get this game, but also at the same time don't expect it to be the same God of War game.
No,
because this is a complete overhaul. Like,
it's
kind of like a reimagining. Of
I'm hoping
series.
I'm hoping the axe isn't the only weapon throughout the whole game. Like, it's a good weapon to have, and it's so cool the different things you can do with it. But hopefully, I want more weapons. Like, you know, when I played like Devil May Cry, like they always had like more than one weapon.
Yeah, I know you can
You know what I
mix
mean?
and match.
Devil May Cry had a mix and match, and
Yeah.
you can almost every boss gave you like a new weapon type of thing, whatever. So I'm really hoping that the axe is not. I hope they bring back the chain for a little while. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they have a couple of new stuff. And I hope the kid gets some new stuff too, and he's not just using bows and arrows all the time.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he could use something else. I don't know, but hopefully the arrows change too. Like I said, I'm only in the beginning of the game anyway, so hopefully all of that comes.
This one also incorporates some RPG elements in here too, because you can upgrade your weapons too. So I figured like once you do get more weapons to use, then I think that might also factor into how well you can, you know.
And some of the enemies, they're not even affected by the axe. Like you have to fight them with your bare hands.
Oh yeah.
And like, you know, hopefully they have more stuff like that where this one boss you can't really fight with an axe, but you can fight with something else.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and you really have to strategize and stuff like that. And I think you have any predictions for the story?
I mean, I like the direction that the story's going with, because this is more of a father-son story.
Right.
Because, you know, he's trying to teach his son, like, you know, how to survive. You know, like, he's instilling knowledge that he had to go through when he was in the previous games. So it's like more of a personal journey.
Kratos is hilarious, by the way. He's so funny when it comes to his boy. Like, he's so hard on him that he shuts down like almost anything he says. It's hilarious to me. I don't know. Like the boy's really trying hard to like be accepted by his dad. And he just like you know what I've done in my past time. So like whatever you do is like not good enough, and it's just hilarious because he's like a man's man. You know what I'm saying? And he's not like he's not the same Kratos from the. Nah, he's more heartfelt. You know, he's more caring and everything like that. He's not as like, you know, brutal, but you know, he's teaching this boy like, you know. I think that, you know what I hope happens? I hope that like he ends up not being this kid, and he's like some other god's son or something like that, and you have to like try to get revenge on him or something like something crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen, but like I can't wait for his kid to find out who he is. And find out what his abilities are. Yeah. And I hope they now he's really my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we really could go at it and you know, beat up these guys and everything. But the storyline, I hope there's like a lot of twists and turns and like snaps, like things that you don't really expect. So hopefully it gets that good. I can't wait to play it, honestly. As soon as this is over, I'm going back to the crib. I'm going to turn it back on.
I'm going to be playing that game.
The only reason why I'm not playing is because we're doing the show. As soon as this show goes off, I'm going back to start that game again. That's definite.
Yeah.
That's definite, man. But I hope the kid, like, he becomes, like, some crazy, like, creature or something. Like, I want him to be, like, maybe I have to fight the kid. Maybe I end up having to fight him because, like, once he first gets his powers or something and then he goes ballistic and he can't control him, and then Kratos has to like calm him down, but not like without killing him. Like you gotta put him to sleep in the sleep hole or something like that. Like I don't know. I'm just excited to find out what happens, yo. To be honest, I'm excited to find out what happens.
Yeah, but so far I've been enjoying God of War.
Every moment of it. I've been able to play it in 4K also, and you know what's funny? There was a IGN picture on Instagram that had the PS4 version of Kratos and the PS4 Pro version of Kratos. Yeah. And it's really bad. Like, it's terrible because it looks exactly the same. And you couldn't tell the difference. So I'm like, okay, so why, you know what I mean? But I played it on my TV.
But have you noticed the difference?
Yeah, no, I played it on my TV. And my TV's not even 4K. It's like, whatever, 1080p, whatever, LED. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, you know, graphics are cool, and you could get into it, blah, blah. And then I brought it to my girl's house. My girl has a 4K TV. Mm-hmm. I hooked it up to that just to see if there's, like, you know, whatever real difference. And it's so much more crisp. It looks, you know, so much more detailed. And I can't bring it back to my own house. Like, and that, you know, it's crazy, too. Like, I have a PS4 Slim. I don't know if it's 4K or not. But I can only imagine it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not. Yeah. And it still makes a difference. It's still, like, that much more better. And I can only imagine what it looks like on a Pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just me experimenting with different TVs.
Just to see the capabilities of the 4K, because, like, not everyone owns a 4K yet.
Right.
But
still, like the 4K
but you can
TV,
see the difference.
the 4K TV still enhances whatever top level of resolution you have on your PlayStation. Like it still makes a difference.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to get a Pro so bad to like enhance it even more and let it come together and like it's crazy, bro. I can't wait. Like seriously, I'm gonna play this game. And are there any DLCs coming out?
Not that I know of. I know there's that one puzzle mini game that came out that coincided with the release.
I'm expecting it to be just like Horizon Zero Dawn, like they had like DLCs come after or whatever that I don't think I really knew about when I was playing it. But
there might be.
I really hope so.
Depending on like I guess like the sales of the game.
But this
I think it's doing well, but not like like how the multiplayer games are doing.
Oh yeah.
I think it's still like at a point where people are getting the game.
Yeah. No, most definitely. Like my Instagram and my social media is full of Kratos right now, and I think it's like a nice change from playing multiplayer games. Like you might want to play Call of Duty for a while, or Fortnite, or whatever it is, or PUBG, and you can put it down for a second. And if you have PlayStation, you can put it down for a second and play with Kratos for a while, and and then go right back to multiplayer and switch off. I think it's cool that way. Yeah. But I think that I'm definitely gonna play it more than once because they have different level modes, and I'm a big one player fan of one player games. So like I love doing it like on a regular mode, and then doing it on the hard mode and doing it at the most challenging mode. Like even with Halo, like the campaign had like the legendary mode. I beat it on legendary, heroic, all of that. So I can't wait to like replay it already. I'm not even done, and I can't wait to restart. You know what I'm saying? That's how good this game is. Like it's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely crazy, yo. It's definitely like top game. Top notch. You can't beat it.
Yeah. So. Well, yeah, there you have it. You heard from us. We enjoyed God of War. We want to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Share us your thoughts on our YouTube page. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Twitch.
We're on Twitch as well. He streams a lot of stuff for us.
I might stream some more.
So
if you try to stream now,
then we can keep out our social media pages for more content. We hope you guys enjoyed our episode. We'll see you next time. So keep sturdy, stay nerdy.
Keep sturdy, stay nerdy.